everybody, and welcome back to the Irish Inventor. This episode is all about lawyers creating TV shows, believe it or not. And I'm going to run through, if you had an idea for a TV show, what happens and, who do you go and see and what happens afterwards. So I'll run you through a scenario. I've been through it a few times myself, so, you come up with a good TV show idea, you get it down on paper, and you can actually file it with the US Copyrights Office. Go on to Google and find out how you format a TV show. It's not that complicated. You get templates there for that, and then after you do that, you file it with the US Copyrights Office online, which costs about $20. But the reason for this episode is what happens next, and believe me, it's unbelievable. It's unbelievable. So you have your TV show idea written out, you have it copyrighted, thinking that you're protected. All copyright does is when you file that in the Copyrights Office, it proves the date you created and what you created. So you have the date, and then you have a couple of pages written of what you created. So you then contact a production company, and believe me, 95% of production companies operate like that. Very few work ethically. And so you walk into a production company, you sit and meet the producers and show you the idea, and 9 times out of 10 they say, yeah, it's okay, but it's not for us. And then you're sitting at home, and a year later you see this TV show on the TV, and you look at it and you go, that's my TV show, that's produced by the same guy that I pitched to. So then you look at what you're going to do next, what are you going to do about it? And this is where the law forbids you to do anything about it, because all you have is a copyright, and as a copyright does not protect you. You think it does, it doesn't. What they do is that production company then sits down with a lawyer, puts your copyright on the table. They say to that lawyer, what do I have to change to get around the copyright? Because in copyright, very few have won, lawsuits in copyright, because it just doesn't stand up, because you have to have 14 similarities within the copyright to prove that they've infringed on your copyright. And as I said, they sit down with a lawyer, how many things do I have to change here? You go to court, you're not going to win. And that's the reason, never bring your idea to a production company or even a broadcaster, unless they'll sign a contract, which is called an NDA, a non-disclosure agreement, a confidentiality agreement, basically, that states that you're showing them the idea, so they're bound to keep that confidential and not do anything with it. I have a case going on in America. I filed copyright for the show, but also there's a non-disclosure agreement. And the lawyers have said to me, we're not going to take a copyright claim, we're going to take a breach of contract claim. So I have a breach of contract claim going on in America concerning the Voice TV show. Google that. And I'm going to put a link here also. The same guy that took the voice from me has taken another one from a guy in Holland. So I'm going to put his name here. You can Google his name, and he's got a brilliant video up stating exactly, it's kind of like a cartoon, and he's showing when he walked into the room what happened. He's been dealing with it for 4 years, so please have a look at this. It's mind-blowing stuff. And but there is 1 or 2 production companies that are fairly good. I'm working with one in the UK at the moment, who who's they're fairly big, but they're genuine guys. I have my second show in development with them. So like, it's killing the industry, because basically you're developing a brilliant idea, and then a lawyer is going to go on and redeveloping it. You know, it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense why the production companies do this, and why don't they just they don't value creativity. So like, they look at you and they go, right, he hasn't got it protected properly, he hasn't done everything properly, so just rob it. And if he comes after us, you know, he hasn't got a leg to stand on. And even if you have a non-disclosure agreement signed, like I have, and they look at you and they go, well, I'm a billionaire, I can take him to court, is he going to be able to fight me? And that's the way they look at things. So don't ever walk into a TV company and with the pretense that you're going to sell the show and make millions, because they'll never, ever, ever pay you. Believe me, unless you get that NDA signed and you're working with a proper guy. You know, you've got to check your pockets when you leave the room with these guys. Believe me. And but like, I have a case because of that NDA, and you know, it's at the start it felt a bit peed off, but in fairness, it probably was the best thing that ever happened to me because of all the press I got, and now I can start developing my other shows. But people know I came up with the voice. Because I filed copyright, that's not in dispute. I was the first one to sign, to file copyright for a blind audition TV show titled The Voice. So, that's got me out there. So now I'm talking to other broadcasters, but they're a bit wary of me because I know that they can't pull the wool over my eyes. So if you have a very, very good TV idea and you want to do something about it, come to me. I don't want to know your idea. I really don't want to know your idea, but I'll help you protect it and I'll guide you in the right direction. And if you keep tuning into my show, please subscribe. If you subscribe to my channel, I will reply to you. So if you have that good idea and you think, right, I'm going to go do something about it, wait, contact me. I'll tell you exactly the steps to take. I can give you a few contacts of a few decent guys within the industry, and as I say, I don't want to know your idea, so you can go off yourself. I'll help you, because I just don't want people to make the same mistakes I've made, because they're just ripping people off left, right, and centre. I went to the state broadcaster with the Voice in 2008. RTE, and they said, no, I don't think it'll work. That's fair enough, that's fine, that's grand. But the guy I have in court in Holland, after we launched it, he sold it in America. It's in 180 countries now, but we found out that he was pitching it to RTE, and RTE, so my lawyer's gone on to RTE and showed them all the evidence, showed them all the documentation, and put them on legal notice. This is a state-owned company. So what did the state-owned broadcaster do? They went ahead and bought it. And I got a snotty letter from RT lawyer stating that you don't have a case. But how do they know whether I have a case or not? And a couple of months later, the judge in America, the Dutch guy filed a motion to dismiss. The judge turned around in the court and he said, the evidence here is compelling, I'm sending this forward for trial. And after that, a lot of them were cleared out in RTE, but they're still the same out there. And you just gotta be wary. And I'm creating this channel to make people aware of all these guys, and I'm gonna keep making them aware. I'm gonna doorstep a lot of these guys with cameras, because they're getting away with it far too long. The television industry, it's standard practice in the television industry to take from creators. Have a look, you can Google stealing TV shows and you'll just see it rife. And They just don't value creativity, and that's why the industry has been starved of brilliant shows, because lawyers are bloody developing these shows. So, you know, something needs to be done about it, and if you could please subscribe to this channel, get it out there, because I'm going to keep going on about this, not this, you know, but in general. You have another idea, you walk into another company, it doesn't have to be a TV idea, but it's the same thing. The corporate world do not, you know, value creativity. So we need to change that, and we need to protect ourselves, and we need, you know, to fight these guys, because we're not stupid. They think we're stupid. So let's get on a bit of a journey together. Join me, and if you've had your idea stolen, come to me, and we will go out and tackle these people on camera. I will bring you the guy that has had his idea stolen with me, and we'll approach that guy that stole your idea. So tune in every Sunday night, 7 o'clock. Please tell your friends, because I need to get this out there. It's 20 in the morning on Saturday morning, you know, and I'm filming, so I'm going to be filming for the day. I'm going to be editing all day tomorrow, so there's a lot of time goes into this. So I beg you to subscribe to the channel, get the channel going, share it with your friends, comment, and protect yourselves. Because I know everybody out there has a great idea. Everybody out there has a great idea, but nobody, you know. A lot of people come up to me and say, "Oh, I have this great idea, what do I do next?" And that's what my channel is all about, teaching you what to do next. You know, and I've had a lot of people approach me, a couple about their ideas being stolen, and you know, I'm helping them through, because it grates me at the start. It does really grate me when you see you've created this great show, and then you've been seeing it being sold all over the world, and you still don't get a penny for it. But, you know, I'm over all that now, and he's actually did me a favour, because I got a lot of publicity out of it. And I do brilliantly now, and everybody knows in the industry that I was the first person to file copyright for a blind audition TV show. And that's helped me, because all the publicity I've got around the world, you know, they're looking for other stuff, they're always looking for creativity, but I will not walk in that door unless they sign a non-disclosure agreement. Like the new show that we're doing now, everybody and their mother signed a non-disclosure agreement that was involved, and made sure of that. Now they can't go left or right, because I own the show, it's my name on it, and so basically, you know, get in touch, and I'll help you. I'll help you, you know, tell you how to format a show, tell you how to put it together, tell you how to write a treatment, and I can give you contacts to connect with these people. But, you know, before you walk in that door, you have the patent police with you, because, you know, I know exactly what they're at. But again, I go back to the Dutch guy, the other Dutch guy that has had his show stolen. You'll see, I'll give you his name here, and you just Google his name, and where do you see this? He's done a 10-minute cartoon about when he walked in and what happened, and he was working with the guys for 2.5 years, and back and forth emails, he's 38 emails, and after 2.5 years, he turned around to him and says, "Look, we don't know." And they launched the show the following year. So, please beware of this industry. But, you know, you can do well. You can do well if you're rightly protected. So, tune in every Sunday night and watch The Irish Inventor.